Mr. Roland, thank you for that very extensive explanations and heads up on what you're doing and all that. But again, information is a two-way thing in the market. What are you hearing from investors? This time you're on the street, so you're basically meeting retail investors, folks who are investing as low as 5,000 to $500,000 in the market. From what you've done in Abuja so far, what's the feedback that you've gotten from the ordinary Nigerians, if I may use that, or low-income Nigerians who are retail investors about the state of the market? What is their outlook and what are their concerns?
Thank you very much. From the experience we had yesterday, our understanding was that there was great enthusiasm. First of all, we identified there was a lot of knowledge on how the market women, the artisans, and that type of retail investor, those type of retail investors could invest. They don't have understanding. So apart from the fact that they are enthusiastic, but they do not know how to invest. So we gave them education on how to invest. And by the time we finished the program, I can tell you clearly, Bosun, that a number of them were highly enthusiastic. They asked very excellent questions that made them to now call us back. As a matter of fact, we concluded that meeting yesterday by the community, the Kujeria Council, inviting the SEC to please bring registrars to their community so that they can begin to key into electronic dividends because they want to begin to have a collection of their dividends electronically. They have equally volunteered that they will go back to market women associations, their leader was there, and to ask them to start making savings, 1,000, 2,000, so that they can begin collective investment participation in the market in the area of Esusu and the likes. We spoke about the recently implemented Sukuk, and they were all enthusiastic about it, and they are getting ready. I can tell you clearly, Bosun, that with this brief education to that community, which we are going to replicate in a number of places very shortly, the retail investors are getting enthusiastic with the market because all those initiatives that we explained to them, like the e-dividend, the direct cash settlement, aroused their confidence, and they are willing and actually said that the SEC, they were grateful to the SEC's intervention.
But
the feedback is quite encouraging.
Did you re-emphasize the fact that there's a bit of some deadlines to some of these initiatives that in terms of share dematerialization and things like that, will have to be phased out?
Yeah. Yesterday, we clearly notified the investors that were present and those general public that were present that for those who have investments and those who bought shares of public offers in different names, we gave them clear understanding that they can come for regularization of this. And within a short while, between now and December 31st, we told them that everybody that has bought such shares and in such names, they can come to the market to regularize. And they were so delighted because we discovered that quite a number of them bought shares in similar manner. We also told them as well that starting from the 1st of January 2018, the issuance of paper dividend warrants will be closed. And so everybody, when they got to know that, everybody was interested. That was why they invited the SEC to please bring registrars to their community very shortly so that they can begin to key into the e-dividend registration. They became conscious that on the 31st of December, most of these initiatives, if they do not key into it, they will have some implications that will affect their investment. So they are quite happy and they are eager. We therefore encourage all Nigerians to take advantage of the SEC's free registration of e-dividend, which is continuing until the 31st of December, to please go and key into the electronic registration. Just walk into any of your bank branches and then collect the e-dividend registration form and get registered. It's as simple as that. Or if you are closer to your registrar, you do that. If you don't have any of this around you, you can walk to any of the intermediaries, say like you can come to the SEC and we'll give you the form.
Well, in terms of multiple share registration for IPOs and whatever, how much will you be re-emphasizing that this is illegal?
The SEC wishes to reiterate more than ever that the activity and action of multiple subscription to one single IPO, to one offer, is an illegal act. It's not acceptable. It does not convey transparency. And therefore, the market is not willing to entertain it going forward. Mechanisms are already being put in place to ensure that going forward, people are no longer able to subscribe multiply. But however, for those offers that had already been subscribed, and in those days when there were multiple opportunities to subscribe to one single offer using different names, you juggle names around, the market has given an amnesty of a period between now and the 31st of December, that all people that bought shares in multiple subscription, multiple formations, can come to the market, just go through to your registrar or go to your broker and regularize those names that you used to buy shares. Because after the 31st December, failure to do that before the 31st December, the individual investor that invested his money in such an illegal manner may no longer have the opportunity or the amnesty or forbearance, as it were, to gain access to those shares and the accrued dividends. The market is working hard on how to treat the situation after the 31st of December. But the implication of it is that after the 31st of December, all such shares and dividends will be transferred to an appropriate fund to help the market and to protect the investors. So anybody who fails to do a regularization before the 31st of December will have himself or herself to blame.
Mr. Henry Rowland, Director in charge of market development at the Securities and Exchange Commission, thank you very much for reinforcing and re-emphasizing the December 31st, 2018 deadline for such multiple share applications in the market. Do have a great weekend, and looking forward to seeing you on the streets tomorrow here in Lagos, the home of Channels Television. Let's come back to you after the break.